It has been revealed that Katy Perry is glad an American Idol contestant did not win the show. This is something shocking for fans to hear. However, the contestant themselves came forward to let everyone know that she was glad. Fans love watching the show and seeing all of the talent. Katy was a judge for years before stepping back. There is a lot to unfold and uncover when it comes to this. Keep reading to find out more about this situation. Katy Perry steps back from American Idol. Katy Perry was a judge on American Idol for a good amount of time. However, before last season, she revealed that she was going to be leaving the show. She wanted to focus on her own career. This meant going on a tour that she was planning. Fans were not mad that she was leaving because it meant that they got someone new to switch things up. Carrie Underwood ended up taking over for Katy Perry. However, people did not like her as much as they liked Katy, not even the production. However, Katy does still talk to some of the prior contestants. She is glad a certain contestant did not win. Benson Boone has revealed that Katy Perry is glad that he left the show early and did not win. He let fans know how she felt about him. Do you want to know the actual truth? I actually think she is really glad that I left the show. She was really happy for me. Also really worried about me. I think she understands that when you're starting to go through all of this, there's just a lot of hate coming your way. A lot of people that want things from you, so she was more just checking in on me. She told me she was leaving that show was, the best thing you ever did. I think she just understands, I didn't even know if I wanted to do music at that time. Fans love that Katy feels this way about Benson. He has been successful since the moment he left. Shortly after quitting, he signed a record deal. Soon after that, he was opening for Taylor Swift and getting his first ever Grammy nomination. Fans are obsessed with Benson and cannot wait to see what else he does. It seems as though Katy Perry is glad that Benson Boone left American Idol early. Fans do not blame her for saying this, as most agree. If Benson had not left early, his career may not have turned out the way it is now. Boone seemed to be grateful for Perry and everything she had to say to him. She was the one who said fans were going to swoon for Benson Boone. What do you think about this situation? Do you agree with Katy that it helped his career? Sound off in the comments below. We would love to hear your thoughts on this situation. When Katy Perry joined American Idol in 2018 as a judge, she was stepping into one of the most iconic musical institutions on television. Known for her unapologetic honesty, colorful personality, and willingness to stir the pot when necessary, Katy quickly became a fan favorite on the judging panel. But recently, one of her comments about a past contestant has sparked waves of discussion across the Idol fandom. She admitted she was glad a particular contestant didn't win the competition. While the remark raised eyebrows, it wasn't meant as shade or cruelty. Instead, Katy's surprising honesty reveals her unique perspective on what it truly means to win or lose on American Idol. The Idol journey, more than just a crown. Every season, millions of hopefuls audition for American Idol, dreaming of a golden ticket to Hollywood and the chance to become the next big superstar. But as longtime fans know, winning isn't everything. Many of the biggest Idol alumni, Jennifer Hudson, Adam Lambert, Chris Daughtry, didn't technically win their seasons, yet their careers soared. That's the exact point Katy was making, reflecting on one specific contestant whose talent was undeniable but whose readiness for fame was questionable. She noted that losing may have been the best thing that ever happened to them. In her words, she was glad they didn't win, because winning would have put them in the wrong spotlight at the wrong time. Katy Perry's brutal honesty. Part of Katy's charm as a judge is her balance between playful humor and serious mentorship. She can make contestants laugh with a quirky comment, but she also knows when to drop the truth bomb. In this case, Katy admitted she had concerns about whether this contestant could have handled the pressure of an instant post-Idol career. The show is known for throwing winners straight into the deep end. Recording contracts, press tours, performances, and fan scrutiny all arrive overnight. By not winning, the contestant had the chance to breathe, grow, and find their own path without the crushing weight of being the new Idol champion. Katy argued that sometimes losing is actually a gift in disguise. The weight of winning. What Katy alluded to is a well-known reality in the music industry. Winning a televised singing competition brings massive attention, but it also comes with expectations. Fans want instant hits. Labels want polished albums. The media wants a headline-making star. For a young artist still figuring out their identity, the sudden spotlight can be more suffocating than liberating. Katy's comment, "I'm glad they didn't win," wasn't meant to dismiss their talent. In fact, it highlighted just how much she believed in their potential. She saw that their artistry needed room to develop, and that being freed from the Idol contract gave them creative independence. The contestants' post-Idol growth. Though Katy didn't name names in her recent statement, fans immediately began speculating. Was she talking about a powerhouse vocalist from the earlier seasons she judged? A quirky fan favorite who didn't fit the mold? Or perhaps someone who seemed destined for stardom but faded under the Idol spotlight? Whoever it was, the truth is that many Idol losers have gone on to thrive. Adam Lambert is now the frontman for Queen. Jennifer Hudson has won an Oscar, Grammy, and Tony Award. Even Kelly Pickler built a successful country music and television career, despite not taking the crown. Katy's point was clear. Sometimes the runner-up finishes first in the long game of show business. Fans react, shock, debate, and agreement. Of course, fans had plenty to say after Katy's glad comment surfaced. Some were shocked. Wasn't it a little harsh to celebrate someone's loss? Others, however, applauded her honesty, pointing out that Idol history proves her right. On social media, the debate unfolded. Some argued Katy was subtly referencing a contestant who had openly struggled with mental health, suggesting she was protecting them from the overwhelming stress of fame. Others thought it was simply a case of her being realistic, acknowledging that Idol crowns don't guarantee lifelong careers. And a portion of fans felt her bluntness was refreshing. "Katy keeps it real," one fan tweeted. "She's not saying they weren't good enough, she's saying they deserve time to grow." Katy's philosophy on fame. Katy Perry knows firsthand what it's like to face the brutal highs and lows of the music industry. Before she became a global superstar, she faced rejection after rejection. She had record deals fall through, albums shelved, and doors slammed in her face. That long, winding road gave her perspective. Sometimes what feels like a loss is actually a setup for something greater. When she tells contestants that losing might be the best thing for them, she's speaking from experience. Her own journey proves that failure can be the very thing that prepares an artist for success. In Katy's eyes, resilience matters more than instant fame. Why Katy's words matter. In today's world of viral fame and overnight stars, the idea of slowing down to develop is almost radical. Many young performers chase instant recognition, believing it's the only path to success. Katy challenges that narrative. By admitting she was glad a contestant didn't win, she's pushing back against the idea that Idol victory is the ultimate goal. Instead, she's reframing the conversation. The show is a platform, not a guarantee. Winning is just one possible outcome. Building a career takes much more than a trophy. Looking ahead, the future of Idol contestants. Katy's remarks also spark a bigger question. How should Idol evolve to support contestants beyond the finale? Should the show provide more post-competition mentorship? Should it spotlight multiple contestants equally rather than focusing solely on the winner? These are conversations Idol fans and producers continue to explore. But one thing is certain, thanks to judges like Katy Perry, the contestants are reminded that their journey doesn't end with the crown. It begins there, win or lose. Conclusion. A loss that became a win. Katy Perry's bold statement may sound controversial at first, but it reveals a deeper wisdom about the music industry and life itself. Winning isn't always the prize. Sometimes losing frees you to win on your own terms. By being candid about her relief that a contestant didn't win American Idol, Katy reminded fans that the path to stardom isn't one size fits all. It's about timing, growth, and resilience. And in many cases, the so-called losers go on to outshine the winners in ways no one expected. In the end, Katy's honesty may feel shocking, but it's also empowering. She isn't diminishing the contestants' talent, she's affirming their future. Because sometimes, the best thing that can happen on American Idol is not winning at all.